Okay guys, welcome to What If Mexico Tried to Reform the Mexican Empire in 2023. Now this is very unlikely just due to them being close allies of the US. Kind of made allies with the people down here, but let's just get right into the scenario. Alright, so they declare war on Belize and Guatemala. They sweep through the country. Also, Mexico will be significantly buffed in this video for entertainment, and Mexico annexes both of them. They go through here. Basically, they're making their way through what used to be an empire. It's just Panama left in Central America. And Mexico actually wants to expand a bit further than what they would have. They had before on the Mexican Empire. They don't just want everything back. They just want, old territories. They want legit territories that they wanted back in the Mexican Empire days. They actually wanted some territories. Like they basically want all of this. Basically taking out the wealthy areas of Colombia and even affecting Ecuador over here. Well, Ecuador is getting affected. And so they begin their invasion, they sweep. Well, technically they could not cross it, so they just go across with boats. That should make a naval landing over here just due to this area. I kind of ignored that. And now they have made a kind of brand new Mexican empire. But now it's the US's turn to get they get beaten severely. So basically what they're trying to claim is this is some really ambitious claims to want. Actually, nah. They probably would go for They probably want to take a little bit of Canada, if it's possible. So they declare war on the United States. Mexico might be the one getting beaten here. Because remember, in this universe, US is still number one. So I don't even know how freaking Mexico's gonna do anything. Mexico's probably third? So they begin by kind of making a spearhead down here, invading portions of Texas. They attempt to cut off some Americans over here. Eventually, they're trying to engulf the entire state of Nevada. But of course, there's so much radiation over here that they don't even want to take it. So some areas will still be blue, just because of how radiated they are. Also, they will take Area 51 over there. Some areas are just too irradiated for invasion, so at this point, the U.S. is still trying to mobilize They haven't declared war on Canada yet, but they will once they get there. But of course, the U.S. officially mobilizes and actually begins to push the Mexicans back slightly. They're pushing back, kinda. Of all things, they managed to push it to the Baja Peninsula and actually take it from the Mexicans. They're trying to liberate each city over here, Los Angeles, San Francisco, and everything else. They eventually are kicking them out. U.S. is now slopping around Mexico over here. They cannot kick them out of this portion of Texas. They can kind of kick them out over here, but they are still near that desired border that they want. But like, they're officially just going. They kicked them. They've almost fully kicked them out. There's just this one spot they need to clear. And nope, they're gone. Oh boy, this isn't looking good for the Mexican Empire. So the Americans slowly move. They actually somehow take Mexico City. They make a naval landing in Yucatan, connecting up with everything else down here. Now, Mexico City is not their only major city, so they did not surrender. But that is a lot of the Mexican population under the hands of the U.S. now. But ever since they took over those other countries, it's kind of been easier for them to not be surrendering all of a sudden in just mere months. It was just basically said, nah, you was not going to have these ambitious claims. Eventually, Mexico does surrender, sadly. I thought they'd be a bit stronger. Oh, man. This isn't looking good. Too good for the Mexicans, because they just got freaking obliterated. Wait a second. What's this? Oh, shit. Yeah, no. The entire city of Mexico City has just straight up flew up in rebellion. Holy crap. Yep. There goes Colombia. Oh no. Oh no. This is like Afghanistan again. For the U.S. Oh no. They're rising up in Yucatan now. Let's roll. The U.S. could never hold down this much population. They actually have ships, so they make a small naval. They should make a small naval landing on the side of Florida. This is like Afghanistan for the U.S. again, isn't it? Oh, God. Now they're landing in Texas, Louisiana. Yeah, that's not looking good. They will get kicked out of those areas soon, but holy crap, they are just not okay with the U.S. occupying them. So they are just going to go all out and push the Americans out of Mexico. Like, literally all of Mexico. Oh my. This is not. Oh God. They're just. I guess. Also, the workers in America are on strike right now, so that's also not good. Due to the war taking so long, we could have won. Of course, they just these workers just had to rebel. I guess it was the Mexicans that funded them to rebel in the first place. Well, to kind of just go on strike. This isn't looking good for the Americans. The Americans just surrender. They're not gonna deal with this total BS of rebellion. So now their country is secure again, and holy crap, they've just taken the entire West Coast away from America. And also, just for funsies, in the peace deal, they actually annex portions of Louisiana. They actually annex all of Louisiana. That's not good. Now the U.S. is just down to their eastern states and whatever's left of Montana. Actually, the Mexicans were pretty nice in the peace deal, so they actually gave the U.S. Like a little bit of California back, just due to the amount of Americans over there. There's too many of them. So they literally just gave this back to the U.S. because they aren't gonna deal with how many Americans are over there. They don't give them back Texas though, because they want Texas. They do kind of give them back Seattle over here, a little bit of Washington, but that's it. Actually, they just give them back the entire, like, Pacific board over there. They don't want that shit. They want this. They were just being nice, just so we didn't attack them. For California and the literal entire West Coast back. It's now a literal, like, sea over there. Okay, well, I guess the Mexicans are going to be invading the rest of America. Now look what they want. They want all of this. Yep. Everyone in this area is probably screwed because they literally just took down the U.S. So how are you going to stand up to someone who literally took down the U.S.? Well, to be fair, anyone can stand up to the Taliban, but oh god, this is not looking too good for these poor American countries. So Mexico just declares war on everyone in this. Oops. I did not mean to do that. Oops. They just declare war on everyone in this area. And actually, for some reason, Brazil just lets them declare war on one of their provinces instead of them in general. They should take a little bit of Bolivia over here. At least that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to take over the entire freaking northern South America. Northern South America. That's what they need. That's what they're aiming for. Oh my gosh. How does Venezuela still exist? They're just... Okay. Okay. This is a bit much. They encircle a massive area, cutting off whatever portion of Venezuela this is. They encircle a huge amount of troops over here, especially, and well, eventually they all just get encircled and killed. Now Peru is holding on for dear life in this. This troop encirclement is like insane. Now with these guys, they actually break it. Of course, it doesn't last long. They eventually push back in, and they're gone. And now they're aiming for whatever's this. Venezuela existed this entire video without being... Oh, I did not want to do that. Oops. I swear, stuff like that always happens when I'm recording. But, well, when I'm making stuff. It's always... Bro. Leave. Alright. Boom. This is the new map now. Oh, gosh. They're like... What? They're bigger than frickin' Libya. They're They're bigger than Kazakhstan. They're bigger than India. Oh, Russia over there is just not doing well. Eventually, one day, America will come back to greatness. But this is the end of the video, my friends.